Hi Taurus, this is Esoteric Tales and Tarot, and this is your January 2024 crystal ball scrying and tarot reading. And I was getting a song when I was scrying with the crystal ball, and it's a bit of an unusual song. It's by a girl band called Oh Pep, O exclamation mark, or O Pep, PEP, and it's called Nail and Your Hammer, I think. And it talks about this cold little heart and basically being broken with a nail and a hammer. So there was a couple of messages with it because I was thinking, well, it's it felt to me like it could be that somebody has skills with their hands. Perhaps it's like a tradie type person, so a builder, or somebody who's quite good with their hands that could be involved in this. And it's either you or them, but it's like somebody who is around at this time, maybe around the New Year's season, is somebody who has kind of got the ability to break your heart with a little hammer, or maybe the other way around, you them. And so it was just a funny little song, and there's a lot of things that come up in it. And I was looking through the crystal ball, and I kept thinking it's quite playful. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about you. There's a feeling of sailing off into the sunset, whether it's them or you, and somebody sort of being left feeling a bit bruised and battered. I can see a parcel being packed up, either sort of sending stuff back to a person or something arriving on your doorstep, kind of returned items or something. Somebody's a bit jilted either way on how things went, and I feel like it's from, I want to say, the energy from last year that's still overhanging into this year. And that's, I'm talking the year before last. So this has been something that's been going on for some time. So it might be somebody sort of looking in as well, sort of peeking in on something new, on you progressing somewhere, and it feeling as though they're feeling a bit like slighted for some reason. So that's kind of coming up for you. The other thing with that is that I was thinking when I was looking in the crystal ball as well, that I could see musical instruments for some reason. So maybe that was something that you got at Christmas time, if it's a keyboard, or somebody can play the guitar that's around you around this time. But there seems to be music playing, and you're enjoying yourself. I can see somebody who somebody who has that kind of skill. So that's coming up as well for some of you there, that you're enjoying music and being around music. So you'll know that if this is something to do with that, the feeling I've gone, even with the way that I'm talking, I'm even feeling like a bit tired. My dog's come and sleeping over there as well, and I feel as though Taurus is very much like how I am, being an opposite sign. You just feel as though you've been roaring around so much that you're kind of lacking the energy, and it feels like almost at nighttime, at this time, which I'm at nighttime doing this reading now, it's like, oh, finally, everybody's gone to sleep and I can get a moment to myself. Queen of Swords. Perhaps it is you, Taurus, with this Queen of Swords energy, or the other person that's got this cutting sort of, just feeling as though, oh, I'm best to kind of show the boundary there. And it's that kind of feeling that you have when somebody's got an energetic tie to you, and you've gotten sick of having their energy a bit, maybe it's a sort of a bit of an energy glom, because I'm thinking about, somebody who feels as though they've siphoned energy, and like you're just going to cut that off now. So you're not going to sort of be so nice and friendly about it anymore. If you bump into this person, you're going to be like, no, I'm sort of done here. And yeah, you're heading off to your Seven of Pentacles. So you're into building you're looking after yourself at the moment, and you're into building your wealth. And see here, even this cold little heart, looking at her with the hearts, and she's kind of got her mind more on her pentacles and on her growth, and this person's sort of almost pleading with them. And maybe something has gone on here where the person's upset and turning their back. But I feel as though in the background here there's these giant sunflowers with the pentacles growing, and it's like you're just in an energy of really wanting to work on yourself and work on your building your finances. It's almost as if your energy, Taurus, is just really feeling as though you're wanting to create at the moment. And this energy is going to be there until, this is all the way up until the Aquarius season. And, this is the star card. So again, I often get this with you, Taurus, that you're loving the stargazing and manifesting. And that sort of feels like you've got your attention focused on that. Look at this lying out there and looking out into the cosmos and kind of working out, what can I do to sort of build on my empire, and how can I kind of utilize my angels and guides and draw in the things that I need. And I just feel like your focus is just totally over there, and you can't be sort of bothered with the other things that come up with relationships and having to spend too much time on other people's emotions. You just sort of, here we go. The Three of Swords coming in, remembering that this energy can be reversed. Take it whichever way that you want, but I feel as though cold little heart with your nail and your hammer, bang, bang, to the beat of my heart, breaking. That's what the lyrics are, something like that. And it is as though this Queen of Swords, her sword is coming down and actually doing exactly like that. Like it's, actually cutting into this energy here. But like I said, I feel as though it's somebody who you were sort of nice to for too long, and I feel like this is going back. Like I feel like it could be a friendship that's just really outworn, somebody who's just kind of behaving like an energy glom too often, and you're having to constantly be the one who's bringing the sort of sunshine and happy energy. And at the moment, because you are manifesting and you're spending so much time building your own empire and wealth, you just don't have that kind of energy to give, Taurus. So you really can't be bothered with it all. Here we go, you're into the Three of Cups, which has popped out, I think, for almost every single reading. And it is a time, this time of year with Christmas and New Year, for having fun, getting out the bubbly and just going for it, get in the party vibe. And that's sort of, you don't want that gloomy energy around. You want to be in your happy with your, friends around you and sort of enjoying yourself. Of course, cautionary tale with this card, because it has come up with every single one, and I've had it come up with a Nine of Cups a little bit too, and I've thought I do have to warn about excessive drinking, because you could say things in a cutting way. Be careful of the Queen of Swords, because sometimes her tongue is so sharp and it can really hurt someone more than what you were intending as well. And it comes with the Five of Wands, which is a bit of a battle. And you can see that this has now packed the bags. There looks like there's tense energy here. And this could have come up in this holiday season too, Taurus. A lot of us are heading off on holidays. There's a lot of family energy, people arriving, too many people in the house if you're hosting, and you're having to put up with a lot of different energies, in-laws, outlaws, all of that kind of thing. So again, the Queen of Swords here, careful with all the booze around, that there isn't this kind of really tense energy that could come in here, the real fiery stuff. This is you. Wow, look at you here. Here you are on the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, this is exactly how I would see a Taurus here. Like, look at this. She's got her potions. I mean, I'm thinking of a particular bestie Taurus, like a sister to me, who this looks like her kind of house with all of the herbs, the nature, lotions and potions, and mixing and feeling like she's in her element. And I think that is what you're manifesting here. You've got your future in mind, and no one's going to be stopping you, and you do feel like you can do this on your own, like you don't need to be helped too much. It's interesting, I grabbed this pyrite, fool's gold, what we call it. I grabbed that when just before I was about to start your reading, and I thought it's it is more precious than you think, but it's iron pyrite. And I'm wondering about especially now that I've seen these different lotions and potions, but your iron levels. Make sure that you're iron and that you're looking after your health. But this is a great protection stone as well. So if there's something that is coming up, if you don't have one of these, picture it in your mind, the fool's gold, the sparkly kind of gold energy. Imagine it around you, surrounding you and protecting you. If you have to say anything, to put in a boundary or to kind of make people understand why you've got to conserve your energy for your own manifesting so that it comes out correctly, try to think of this pyrite fool's gold to protect you when you're doing that, and to make the words, ask for your angels and guides to help you with the right phrasing so that you end up with a good outcome and not damaging people too much with what you're saying. So I'm going to leave that right over the Queen of Swords, because that can sometimes be something that's going to come out the wrong way. And we're over a Gemini energy, the Lovers coming out here. So I do think that it is to do with a past relationship. Perhaps it is a current one that you need to put in a boundary with, but I really do feel as though it could be somebody who was involved with you, Taurus, and you it feels like they might have been more than friends. And you're using your intuition here. We've got the High Priestess. Maybe you're going and maybe you've kind of had readings, tarot readings, something like that, or you've been getting kind of downloads and information about where you need to head for this, because I just feel as though you're very focused now on manifest. It's like your year is here, 2024, and you're like, I don't want to miss this opportunity. I've got things going on. I'm the magician. I'm creating. I've got all of the things that I need here. I've got my cup, I've got my sword, my rod, my pentacles, and I'm calling it out to the universe. I'm calling it out to the stars, and I'm saying, yep, I'm ready. I'm going to make things happen this year. I'm creating. I'm in that mode. And I just feel as though this person is somehow, their energy is interfering, and that's why it's making you, I just felt as though my throat was choked up then, but it's making you feel as though you really are not able to manifest when their energy is around. Something about kind of neediness that you've helped and you've talked and you've discussed plenty of times before, and there's been a lot of messages in the past going back and forth, and you've felt as though you're just not getting the communication to that person that to make them understand what is going on. And I feel like there will be more words or messages coming, fast communication that might be in sort of retaliation to you pulling your energy back. I feel as though it is around this time very soon, around that kind of New Year's. Maybe it is towards the end of January, any of those big dates. Down here we have Australia Day towards the end of the month as well. There could be Libran energy here. Justice will be served, So perhaps maybe it's going to happen when you've had a drink or two, pyrite around you, protect your words, but maybe you do need a drink or so to sort of feel as though, hey, I need to put in the boundary. I need this to be balanced out. It needs to be fair. My energy's leaking out, and maybe it's the courage, Taurus, to perhaps it's the courage that you've needed. Yeah, we've got the Ace of Rods here, so that real fiery kind of passionate energy that when it's done in the right way can get the message across. Expect a bit of the fur to be flying because it's come over this Five of Wands, so you'd prefer to have that more hand of God communication rather than this sort of fiery, too explosive and turning into arguments. You want to be more controlled than that. And we've got the Page of Swords in reverse here. So yeah, I do feel as though it's somebody who's been kind of lurking in your energy as well. Maybe somebody looking in or peeking into something, maybe not so happy with how you're heading off away from them and turning your back here to focus on yourself. And I think that they've sort of been looking in, and because it's in the sort of negative aspect there, I feel as though there's a bit of, whether it's social media stalking, or maybe if you're out and they just happen to be in the same place as you and they're, kind of more intentionally going there to bump into you, that sort of thing. I do feel like that could be something that's kind of happened here and there. I think just keep your crystals and everything around you as well. I know sometimes that can just be helpful to sort of get you through this tricky energy at the moment, Taurus, because overall, you're in such a great energy to bring in what you need. This beautiful, there's the Knight of Swords in the upright, which is more of that fast kind of chopping people out, is going to get you into the energy, clearing your space, clearing time, clearing your calendar, clearing your desk so that you can get to the things that you need to get to, Taurus. I just feel like that's what you need to do at the moment. It's funny because we've got give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So, obviously this is coming up for a reason, because I do need to mention not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So not all relationships have to be chopped off. It's that you need to be clear on the reasons of why you need a boundary put in. So, maybe some people do need to go and be moved out who are old energies, something that's currently there that might be taking up a lot of time. I think what you need to do is to communicate and explain that you're manifesting and that you have things going on in your life so that you don't have any of this blowing up and fighting. Overall, I think that the fun is important as well. Don't forget to have the relaxing time. Like, you've been working so hard. Don't forget to sort of leave yourself the space to enjoy the company of others, because I think socializing is important to you as well, Taurus. Family and friends, you keep them very close to you, and you have a beautiful feeling when you've got that home life and work life in balance. So I feel like being at home and getting into the hobbies and crafts and things that you like to do is where you're going to feel most grounded and most happy. So, looks like it is a really good start to the year for you to set boundaries early so that you can kind of set yourself up for a year of manifesting. And, you'll get the help that you need, because the magician can kind of weave the magic and call in any of the help that they need from outside, which is really nice. These are all just, little bits of cautions to help you through so that you remember and you put the protection around yourself if you have to speak to anybody and kind of say, look, I'm in creator mode. Like, this year is an important one to me, and I'm trying to bring in, enough money for me to feel really stable and happy, or I've got a new business going, or I've started this hobby and I feel like it's going to turn into something, or I'm into this sport. And maybe it is the music as well, for those that are musical, that I saw. I need to put in the practice, like you're distracting, because I feel like I'm going to turn this into something. I'm going to try something on social media, or just feeling as though I have to go within and do my own thing. It's going to be quite important to you, Taurus. So thanks for liking, sharing and subscribing and following on from on my channel, because with your likes and subscribes, I'm getting more encouragement to do more videos. And I will check back in with you. There'll be some more little videos throughout the month. And please comment on if you want to see anything specific as well. I'm trying a few different things at the moment, and let me know what you think, and let me know how you go. Let me know whether any of this resonates and whether some of these characters pop up for you in January. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Taurus. I'll chat to you soon.